Good morning. Oh my gosh, yesterday's attempt was a disaster. My laptop died on me. I was too tired to even try to come back into it. So we're gonna pick up where we left off on that one. She was talking about her grandmother, who was French Canadian, and her given name was Florida, but everyone called her Tiny, even though she resembled Dolly Parton. Yeah, okay. We did read she smelled like Virginia Slims in drugstore perfume. She had polyester pants. Okay. I forgot this word already. Descaro omnipresente. Oh, descaro was arrogance, I think. Let me just um sus pantalones eran de poliéster y su descaro omnipresente. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, her arrogance was all knowing. There we go. That's where we left off. Well, we left off on this next sentence, but my laptop died before we could translate, I think. So, sus opiniones eran tan ácidas como los cacahuates con limón de sus fiestas. Me encantaba estar con ella. Oh no, we did read this. Yeah, it was saying like her opinions were what was the word they used? Was it sharp? Yeah, were as sharp as the peanuts with lemon from her parties, and she said, I love being with her. Okay, so we did read that. Now, next part. Estudié francés en secundaria gracias a Mimi y cuando me visitó durante un fin de semana largo, me entusiasmó la idea de compartir mi jerga francesa con ella. I studied French in secondary school, which I'm going to say is high school, thanks to Mimi. Mimi is her grandma's name. And when she visited me during a long weekend, cuando me visitó durante un fin de semana largo, I was excited. Well, hold on. The idea of sharing my French jerga was taught was like slang, but maybe her French words, things she could say with her. Me entusiasmo la idea de compartir mi jerga francesa con ella. Studied French in high school thanks to Mimi, and when she visited me for a long weekend, I was excited about the idea of sharing my French slang with her. Okay. Hasta que le echo un vistazo a mi libro de texto. So she said, until she looked, that's echo un vistazo is like to take a glance at something. Echar un vistazo. So until she looked at my textbook. Oh, wait, sorry. Until I took a look at my textbook. And that's okay. Hasta que le echo un vistazo a mi libro de texto. Interesting. Oh, no, no, no. See, that's what it is. I pronounced it wrong because this is not how it is in the book. Hasta que. I'm like, my. And this O has an accent on it. I wonder if Google Translate will correct. If not, I do have this thing where it has all the Spanish accent marks. Let me see how to type Spanish letters. This is O. Copy. Let's try this again. Okay. Yeah, until she took a look at my textbook. And Google Translate just assumes it's a man, but it's she. Let's see. Let's get into the next line. Very superstitious. I don't know why my laptop is so slow. Oh, my VPN might be on. It is. I keep trying to get it to trust my current Wi-Fi and it doesn't work. Tu libro está mal y deberías decírselo a tu profesor. Uh-oh. Grandma said this ain't right. She said everything is like bad. Or maybe in this context, everything is wrong. Dijo con enfado y fuerza. She said with anger and like with force, like she was like, I don't know how you would describe this. Basically she was pissed. Okay. She said, your book is mal is bad. Your book is wrong, and you should tell that to your professor. That reminds me of that Kevin Hart thing where he said, "My mama told me to tell you." Okay, she said, Google Translate says, everything is wrong. He said, angrily and forcefully. Your book is wrong and you should tell your professor. Dang, okay. Mi maestra de francés también era la madre de mi mejor amiga, lo que complicaba las cosas. I'm so sorry, girl. She's between a rock and a hard place. She said, my French professor was also the mother of my best friend, which complicated things. I'm so sorry. This is hilarious. Okay. Wow. I don't know. Google Translate didn't pick up on the last part, but it got my French teacher was also the mother of my best friend. I guess I can translate it just to show y'all. Lo que complicaba las cosas. Probably because I was laughing. I can't control it sometimes. Dang. Not go tell her that this ain't right. Anyway, where am I? Where am I? Okay. By the way, this is someone saying what's coming next. No creo que. Okay. Mm. No creo que esté mal, Mimi. Es francés de verdad, no canadiense. Si abro la boca, meto la pata. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, so she said, I don't think it's wrong, Mimi. So she told her grandma she doesn't think it's wrong. She said it's real French. Es francés de verdad, no canadiense, not Canadian. Ooh, why she said real French? That sounds a little insulting. Anyway, I get what she's trying to say though. She said, this is the part that confused me. Si abro la boca, meto la pata. So if I open my mouth, does meto la pata mean like get a whooping? I don't know. I don't know that. Let me see what Google Translate says. I don't think she's. Oh no, girl. Google Translate. No esté mal, not más. Okay. I don't think it's wrong, Mimi. It's actually French. Es francés de verdad. It's actually French, not Canadian. She said, if I open my mouth, I'll mess things up. That's what meto la pata means. And I actually want to look that up because that's an idiomatic phrase, of course, not literal. There it is. I like, hold on. You saw mete la pata was the infinitive version. To screw up, to goof up, put your foot in it, make a mess of it, to blunder, bungle. Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. But I am curious. What is pata? Mm-mm-mm. Leg. Oh, it's literally then like kind of to put your foot in it. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Share this tab instead. There was something else I think. Oh, de verdad. Because when I read this, I was like, oh, it's real French, français de verdad. But this means it's actually French, which I think is a good translation. Mm-mm-mm. Really, truly, seriously, honestly, actually, for real. True. So yeah, depending on the context, it can mean true, real. Okay, okay, okay. Oh wait, did I share that? Dang it, I didn't. Okay. Here, I'll just show it for a second. De verdad. Mm-mm-mm. Alrighty. I think that was all there was to look up. Back to Google Translate. Where did we leave off? Okay. No. Ojeó el texto y se detuvo en una página. Esto está mal. Paso la página. Y esto está mal. Todo está mal. Es una pena que estés aprendiendo el francés equivocado. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Your grandma said, oh, this is okay. Anyway, so grandma responded, no. She turned the page, or sorry. Oh, hell, I don't know this verb. Ojeo, ojear. Ojeo el texto. Let me see. What does Google Translate say? Oh, glance. Hold on. Did it? No. See, this is not right. That. Mm-mm-mm. I'm definitely gonna look this word up. Oh, skim. Okay. No. She skimmed the text and she stopped on a page. Se detuvo en una página. She says, This is wrong. Esto está mal. Paso la página. She flipped the page and she said, y esto está mal. This is wrong. And she said, todo está mal. Everything is wrong. She said, it's a shame that you're learning incorrect French. Es una pena que estés aprendiendo el francés equivocado. So he didn't, girl, sorry, this doesn't realize that no is a quote. That's why you kind of have to rely on yourself too to be able to fill in the gaps when your translator isn't necessarily getting all the context. So, no, she skimmed through the text and stopped on a page. This is wrong. She turned the page and this is wrong. Everything is wrong. It's a shame you're learning the wrong French. Mimi era, oh, I didn't look up the word. Ojear. Can I control Z? Get it back? If not, that's okay because I remember how to spell it. Yeah, I can't. I'm just going to go to word reference. It said to skim, but I'm just curious about if there's other meanings. To leaf through, to flick through, to glance through. Okay, to flutter. Cool, cool, cool. Let's get back to it. Share this tab. All right. Mimi era apasionada y testaruda cuando estaba segura de tener la razón. So, I repeated something. So, Mimi was passionate or impassioned. Either way, the same thing, I think. And testaruda is a word I don't know. What does Google Translate say? It done repeated it twice. Oh, it says stubborn. Mimi was passionate and stubborn when she was sure that she was right. Mimi was passionate and stubborn. Okay, cool. Anything to look up? I guess we could look up testaruda just out of curiosity. I don't imagine it has many meanings, but I've never seen the word before. Stubborn, pig-headed. Is there a pronunciation thing? Nope. Okay. Oh, I didn't share this one. It's one definition, so very short. Okay. Next, where are we? Oh. En su vida tomó decisiones importantes que rompieron patrones. Se divorció cuando nadie lo hacía. Vivió de forma independiente desde que tengo uso de razón. Fue voluntaria en política y defendió con vehemencia a sus candidatos. También fue la primera en organizar noches de bingo. This is cool. Okay. It says, in her life, en su vida, she made important decisions that broke patterns. Tomó decisiones importantes que rompieron patrones. It says she divorced when no one was doing it. Se divorció cuando nadie lo hacía. Oh, wait. Doing it. She lived independently since tengo uso de razón. I don't know how to translate tengo uso de razón. Basically, is she trying to say she lived independently for as long as I know? Vivió de forma independiente desde que tengo uso de razón. For as long as I can remember. Let me see. Google Translate says, throughout her life, she made important decisions that broke with tradition. She got divorced when no one else did. She lived independently for as long as I can remember. Okay. Fue voluntaria en política? Was it like she was a volunteer in politics? What does that say? She volunteered in politics, yeah. Okay. And she vehemently defended her candidates. Y defendió con vehemencia a sus candidatos. She was also the first to organize bingo nights. I don't know, that was cute. También fue la primera en organizar noches de bingo. She sounds like a good time, I'm not gonna lie. Anything to look up? Patrones is the word for patterns, but here they translated it as she broke with tradition, which makes sense. I want to see, is there any other meanings for patrones? Oh, let's see. No, this is patron. Oh, pattern. Oh, it also means boss, master, mistress. Owner, chief. I guess that makes sense because when you think about artists, they have patrons who are people who like sponsor them. Now, I'm not very familiar with Catholic church tradition, but aren't they the ones who have the patron saints? Let me see something. I think they are, but I'm gonna Google what is a patron saint. I genuinely don't actually n- know the significance. A saint recognized as a heavenly advocate or protector for a specific person, group, place, craft, or cause. Okay, yeah, so I guess all that kind of ties in together to this whole idea. Guardian protector. Okay, interesting. It does help too when you can create connections between a word you're learning in whatever language and an English concept, you know? It'll help it stick better. Anyway, we're almost done with this page and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's see. No tienes idea de lo que es la competencia hasta que juegas al bingo contra un grupo de ancianas. Van en serio y preferirían, preferirían, preferirían renunciar a su receta secreta de salsa italiana antes que a una victoria, incluso contra un niño. Okay. I just know that thing repeated like 50 times after I just struggle. I wanted to make sure I was pronouncing it right. Anyway, let's see. No tienes idea. No tienes idea. So you have no idea what la competencia, my English brain would tell me is competence, but I think in this context they're saying competition. So she's saying like you have no idea what competition is until you play bingo against a group of old women. No tienes idea de lo que es la competencia hasta que juegas al bingo contra un grupo de ancianas. You have no idea what real competition is like until you play bingo against a group of people. Okay, hold on. They didn't get ancianas. Where did they get in serio? Okay. It didn't get ancianas and then van en serio. Okay. You have no idea what real competition is like until you play bingo against a group of old ladies. Okay. Van en serio y preferir this word. Okay. Van en serio? Van means to go. Like maybe they take it seriously and they would prefer to give up their secret Italian salsa recipe before a victory. That's wild. That's funny. Including against a child. Okay, let me see. Did I get that right? Google Translate says they are serious and they would rather give up their secret Italian sauce recipe than lose, even to a child. Okay. Van en serio, they are serious. Renunciar, to give up. I want to look up van en serio. Or, oh, I didn't share this tab again. Dang it, y'all didn't even see this. I want to look up voy en serio, or what's the word? Ir en serio. To be serious, to get serious. What else? La competencia, can't hurt to look it up. Competition, rivalry, contest. Okay. Cool. Hasta que juegas. Tengo ancianas. Preferir. I repeated this so many times. That's funny. Renunciar is to give up. We can look it up to see other meanings. Where's word reference? Here. To quit, to leave, to step down, to resign from, to give up, to refuse, to drop, abandon. Okay. Renunciar a un derecho is to waive a right. To give up on love, renunciar al amor. Sin renunciar, without giving up. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Anything else? Receta secreta antes que una victoria. All right, that's it. That is it for the day. Thanks for joining me. And I hope y'all have a good day. Let me end the stream.